Here, I was a gentleman that's been here openly carrying a firearm while fishing. I have deep ties, well not deep ties, I don't know that well, but your ex-chief Lau, Major Tiny over here, and Sergeant Anderson. I've met them, and they wanted to, basically violate my constitutional rights. I had a problem with that. So now we jump forward to like 3 weeks ago with John Lau, that you guys fired, right? Because in your policy, because he refused taking that little breathalyzer drug or whatever, well, under 316.1932, it is a crime. It's a second-degree misdemeanor for anybody to refuse a breathalyzer. That law got put in place in 2025, and here we are with a police chief that rolls over a $7,000 Tahoe that all these people in the back paid for. And then we've got Titusville PD. They didn't even have jurisdiction. I have almost 2 hours of body cam footage. Brevard County Sheriff's Office showed up first. They were the ones that should have been creating that whatever. Titusville showed up because it was their chief and was like, nah guys, nah, don't worry about this, we got it. We'll just wait for FHP. Well then FHP showed up. And then guess what FHP did, or Titusville did? Nah FHP, we got this, we're gonna take over this investigation. But for some reason, when Lau went to the hospital and he refused, how come Titusville didn't arrest him? I look at these cops, I look at the guy over there on his phone. Yeah, you, Major Tiny. Yeah, why didn't you arrest Lau that night? How come this guy is still walking around? I had to go through a DUI. Do you know what I went through? $10,000, and that's been almost 4 years ago. What makes him so special?
Nothing.
Well, why isn't anyone? You need to reach out to Brevard County Sheriff's Office and say, hey, go arrest him. You need to reach out to FHP, because I've called all of them. The day that it happened was the same day. I've got recordings of all the police time that I've talked to these people. I'm like, why isn't he arrested? Here's the statute, 316.1932. A refusal is a second-degree misdemeanor. And you guys wanted to friggin' violate my constitutional rights here? That guy over there in the corner on his phone, balls deep in it, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
They wanted to violate my rights, and I won't ever let this go.
Hi, y'all. You can call me Caveman. I'm from Central Florida. It usually takes me about a minute and a half before I can see the space shuttles launch from this side of the coast. And I've never gotten over here and recorded a space shuttle launch. So when I heard the Artemis II mission and its launch, I wanted to get over here and I wanted that historic event to be the first video of a space shuttle launch that I record as a videographer and a video journalist. And while I was waiting to record, I had to run to my truck or something. I think there were over 3 million people here that day who watched the space shuttle launch. I don't remember exactly, it might have only been 1 million. But there were hundreds of thousands of people with cameras. Well, on my way back from my truck, I see an officer helping a disabled car get out of the road. So I decided to go over there and record. I didn't say anything to this officer, and he walked to his car, and I noticed that he had a female in his car, dressed in plain clothes, and he told this female, let me read it so it's the exact words that he said. He said, try to help someone on the side of the road, and you get Mr. I Hate Cops over here filming. Well, filming cops is a constitutionally protected activity. It doesn't mean that you hate cops. You just recording public officials. You're allowed to do that. So the cop started telling me to get back and a bunch of acting suspicious about who was in his car. So I started an investigation to find out who that person was. It was a female. Well, she took pictures of me. So I found out that she worked for the police department actually. And they won't tell me her name so that I can do a proper records request and get copies of those pictures, those public records that she created. And they're denying my request, saying that there's no records, right? Because I can't provide a name. There needs to be something in place where these people have to identify. You can't just be a public employee and do something and not be held accountable, you know, because you won't give them your name. Well, that's that, you know. I don't have much else to say about that. I spoke to the records clerk in the city hall earlier, and hopefully she takes care of it. Only thing that I have to say about the chief of police is, you know, you can't be out here enforcing laws if you're not gonna obey them yourself, you know? And that goes for any officer, and that's what I tell officers, you know? We expect you to do a job and do it to a higher standard, you know? You're out here taking our freedom and our finances, and you're not being held to the same standard. It doesn't seem fair. I appreciate y'all letting me talk, and y'all have a wonderful city.
Thank you very much.